68 years old in 95, the same year as the bombing. The bombing was 68 days after Keating's birthday. He went to Georgetown, Jesuit educated. Clinton was the president at the time. He went to Georgetown and Yale, where Skull and Bones is. Of course, you had the Skull and Bones president, H.W. Then you had Clinton, who went to Yale. Probably wasn't Skull and Bones as well. Then you had his son, who wasn't Skull and Bones. And not to mention, he became number 43 in Florida, where his brother was the 43rd governor, and his daddy was the 43rd vice president in Yale. Y is the 25th letter, A is the 1st, L is the 12th, E is the 5th, Yale 43. But, again, 68, I just want to make sure you know this. 1968, World Trade Center construction began. 911 made the national emergency dialing code. George W. Bush graduates from Yale and Skull and Bones with a graduating class of 911 members. Go figure that. And you want to know what's funny? We've been reporting that and showing that on Yale's website. Just a couple weeks ago, they just edited their own website and changed it to 910 graduating members. So we know people are paying attention.
We got pictures.
You know what? From Bush's birthday to 9/11, 68 days. Just like Keating. Keating from his birthday to this attack, 68 days. And the word terror in gematria is 68. And the original definition of terrorism is government by intimidation. And I know exactly what happened after 9/11. I'm sure you remember. All sorts of scares, color codes, telling us to live in fear, especially darker complected people, especially Middle Eastern people. And I'm pretty sure that the real terrorists on that day didn't live in caves. They weren't Muslim. Not to mention, they said there were 19 Muslim hijackers. 1968, that's when the Quran code was discovered, and it says that the Quran centered on the number 19. Keep in mind, 19 years later, we get COVID-19 after a nice little Jesuit simulation.
We had the war on drugs.
The Jesuits worship on Sunday. Tarot cards go back to Italy. The 19th tarot card is the sun card. Of course, 19th, the 8th prime. The sun does a figure 8 in the sky every year. But again, there was a man over there with the sign. I believe that's the officer who was murdered right after the attack on Tim. We're trying to show that it really does look like America is controlled by a fascist Jesuit federal enterprise that uses fear and manipulation to control us, to steer us down the path of agendas that put more money and power in their pockets while we lose rights and liberties and quality of life. And my concern is, you know, where I grew up, when I was a child, I'm grateful for the time that I grew up because the parks were full of children. I had fun and played outside. Now I go back to my hometown, hardly anyone's in the park.
Can I pause you here? They're getting ready to come out. I've got some of my students here, and I need to work with them. You guys are very smart, and if you truly believe what you believe, keep doing it.
We don't believe. That's the word with lie right in the middle, right?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Sir, I appreciate